Welcome. I have some awesome yogis with me. We're going to go through a little backbending class, not just what we think of as backbending or full wheel, but different variations of backbendings to really open up your chest, your shoulders, and lengthen your spine. So follow along. Be sure to take breaks whenever you need them. We do have 2 blocks, so if you have blocks at your house, feel free to use 2 blocks. If you don't, you can grab phone books or even little boxes or sturdy water bottles to kind of mimic the blocks, and I'll tell you when and how to use them. You guys ready? Ready. All right, we'll start today lying on our stomachs. So you can either stack your hands and rest your forehead on your hands, or you can turn your head to one side and bring your hands by your sides, palms facing up. Awesome. Wherever you decide to start, feel your body settle down into your mat. Just take a moment to notice how you feel. What's happening in your physical body, where your mind is. And what your breath is like. Allow your breath to get deeper and longer. And begin to breathe in and out of your nose. Try and send your breath into your back body. Really expand through your upper back. Nice. Your lower back. And if your head's turned to one side, you can gently turn it in the opposite direction. Continue to breathe. And maybe set an intention for your practice today. It could be something that you're working on, a word, a mantra. Bring your chin or your forehead to your mat if it's not yet there. Place your hands right by your sides, elbows pointing back, fingers pointing forward for some little baby cobras. As you inhale, lift your heart, roll your shoulders back, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, lower yourself down. And just move like that 3 more times. Inhale to lift, maybe slightly higher. Exhale to lower. Last 2. And on your last one, maybe try hovering your hands. So it's really your back muscles that lift your chest. Press into the tops of your feet. Beautiful. Exhale, release. Sit down. Press to child's pose, hips to heels. Let your forehead melt to your mat. Hands can stretch out in front, or they can always wrap back toward your feet. And then same thing here, feel a lot of length through your spine and send your breath into your back body, especially your shoulders, your upper back. So anytime we back bend, even if it's not a really deep one, we're extending through our spine. When we forward fold, we're flexing through our spine. So we're going to think of creating more length through our entire back body as we move today. Next, inhale, lift to a tabletop, hands and knees. Use your exhale to adjust, shoulders above your wrists, hips above your knees. And find whatever movement feels good. It could be cow and cat, lift your tailbone, drop your belly, shoulders back. It could be pressing back to child's pose, nice Stephanie. It could be side to side, hips move, or tail wags. Just kind of explore how your spine feels and how you can create some more space and some more movement between your vertebrae. And we're starting to move with our breath a little bit too. So lots of good reasons for finding a little flow. Take 2 more rounds of breath. Back toward a neutral spine, breathe in. Exhale to downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to the sky. And again, find some movement here. Pedal out through your feet. Really spread your fingers, slide your shoulders up and away from your ears. Take a big breath in through your nose. Let it out through your mouth. One more big breath in. Make some noise, let it out. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop your feet toward your hands. Find your way to the top of your mat. Halfway lift as you breathe in, hands to shins, chest forward. Exhale, fold, release your head and neck down to the ground. 2 more like that. Inhale, lift halfway up, create more space. Slide your shoulders out of your ears. And exhale, fold. Last one, breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, stand up, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Inhale, reach to the sky. Interlace your fingers and flip your palms so your palms face up. Take an exhale. Find another breath in. Try and relax your shoulders away from your ears. And then exhale, stretch up and over to your right. Let your hips lean to your left. So find, again, that space and length through your spine and then a little stretch through your side body. Take another breath in and out right here. Back to center. Breathe in. Exhale, up and over to your left. Notice if your shoulders have crept up to your ears. Maybe look up and underneath your right arm toward the ceiling. Continue to breathe. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release your hands, bend your elbows, cactus your arms, slide your shoulders down your back, lift your heart. Reach high, breathe in. Exhale, navel to spine takes you all the way down. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen, create space. Exhale, hands down, step back, high plank, upper push-up. You can always drop your knees down. Take a breath in, inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower chaturanga, either halfway or all the way down. Up dog or cobra as you breathe in, lift your heart, roll your shoulders back. Downward facing dog as you breathe out. So up dog is a pretty intense back bend. You're always welcome to take cobra. You're always welcome to stay there a little bit and micro bend your elbows. Yeah, so take what you need and find your variation as we move through some of these back bends. Bend your knees, breathe in, look forward. Step or hop to your hands, exhale. Halfway lift, lengthen. Fold, relax it all down. Come back to standing, reach your arms to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. So we'll do the same thing we did, add on a little bit. Inhale, reach to the sky. Interlace your fingers, exhale, press your palms up, flip your hands. Take a breath in here, extend. Exhale, stretch to your right, and then bend your knees, round yourself forward, take it all the way around to come back to standing. Take a breath in. Take it to the other side, stretch left, and then bend your knees, round forward, sweep all the way up. Inhale, release your fingers. Exhale, cactus, bend your elbows, lift your heart. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, dive forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, hands down, step back to your plank, and move through your version of vinyasa. Shift forward for chaturanga, halfway or all the way down. Up dog or cobra as you breathe in. Really lengthen your spine. Yes, exhale, downward facing dog. So good. Deep breath in through your nose. Let it out through your mouth, make noise. Again, breathe in, let it out. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Step or hop to your hands, exhale. Halfway lift, create space. You got it, exhale, fold it down. Stand up, arms up, inhale. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Chair pose this time, sit low. Feet can be together or hip distance. Peek down, make sure you can see your toes. More weight in your heels, lift your belly button and try and relax your shoulders away from your ears. Yes, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers at your low back. Open up your chest, take a breath in. And then exhale, bring your belly to your thighs, fold yourself forward, let your head and neck relax. Arms peel off your back, you can stay like that or start to straighten out your legs. So find the version that feels good in your shoulders, in your hamstrings. Tell me if it's too much. Next, inhale, chair pose, arms to the sky, sit your butt low. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back. You choose how you find your way to down dog, so you can add the vinyasa with your breath. You can always take it away, drop your knees, take child's pose, or meet us in downward facing dog. And you'll notice we all move a little differently. We're all different people, different bodies, so please feel free to modify however makes sense for you. Cool, bring your big toes together so your feet touch the back of your mat. Inhale, reach your right leg to the sky. As you exhale, open up your hip, bend your knee, and then find some movement here. So it could be rolling through your ankle, drawing circles with your knee to get into your hip joint, bending and straightening. Extend your leg really long, breathe in. Exhale, big step forward between your hands. And you're welcome to bring your fingertips to blocks if you like. We're gonna inhale, create some length, sink your hips, reach your heart forward. As you exhale, lift your hips, begin to straighten out your right leg as much as it'll go without forcing, relax your head. 2 more like that. So think of inhale almost like your cow pose, lengthening, maybe slight back bend. Exhale like your cat, rounding over your leg. 1 more time, breathe in. And breathe out. Deep bend into your knee, rise to crescent lunge, so adjust your feet as you need. Arms float to the sky. And then take a moment here to settle. Draw your left hip forward, right hip back, yes. Engage your core, relax your shoulders. Take a breath in. As you exhale, we'll cactus. Just open your chest, look slightly up. 2 more, inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. 1 more, breathe in. And breathe out. Take an inhale, reach your hands high. Exhale, release your hands to the ground. Look forward, breathe in. Step your left foot all the way up to meet your right as you exhale. Halfway lift, lengthen. Fold, relax down. Stand up, arms up, breathe in. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Back to your chair pose, Utkatasana, get low. Find that nice stable base. And then again, hands behind your back to interlace. Try the awkward crossing, other thumb on top. Open up your chest, breathe in. This time we'll keep heart lifted, that little back bend through your upper back. Begin to lower your chest to your thighs and maybe play with lifting your heels off the ground to add a balance challenge. Imagine the crown of your head reaching up and forward, your tailbone reaching down and back. Continue to breathe. 1 more inhale. Exhale, forward fold, relax it all down to the ground. Halfway lift, breathe in. Step or hop back. Meet us in down dog. Take whatever you need to get there. Leave out whatever you don't need. Nice, Clara. Feet together to touch. This time left leg to the sky, breathe in. Open up your hip, bend your knee, create some movement. Could be the same thing as you did on the other side. It could be something different. Notice how your hips feel, what's happening in your legs. Extend your leg long, breathe in. Exhale, big step forward between your hands. Feel free to bring hands to blocks. Create length through your spine, reach your heart forward. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, lift your hips, start to straighten out your left leg. Let your head and neck relax, your upper back rounds. 2 more like that. Inhale to bend, lengthen. Exhale, lift and stretch. Last one. Nice deep bend. Find your stable base for crescent lunge. Arms float to the sky. And then work your inner thighs toward each other. Engage your core, relax your shoulders. Breathe in. Exhale, cactus, elbows bend, shoulders slide down your back. 2 more, inhale, reach. Exhale, open up through your chest, maybe look slightly up. Really nice. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, hands to the ground. Take a breath in, look forward. Step your right foot all the way up to meet your left. Exhale. Halfway lift, lengthen. Fold, release down. Rise to standing, arms float up to the sky. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. So we'll take this into eagle pose. Start with a chair, sit low. And then take your right arm below your left. You can give yourself a hug, reach opposite shoulders, or even connect your hands, the backs of your hands or your palms. And then if you want your legs, it's right leg up and over your left, but you can certainly keep chair legs. Tap your toes to a block or to the ground for more support. Nice, Claire. Yeah, and then we'll try some movement here. So if it's better to stay still, stay still. If you feel like moving, as you inhale, lift your elbows, slight back bend. As you exhale, elbows to your knees, round forward, engage your core. So it's like a standing crunch. Inhale to lift your elbows. Exhale, elbows to your knee. Beautiful. One more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Hold the crunch, elbows to knees, round forward, keep breathing. And feel the stretch through your upper back, your shoulders, or wherever else you might feel it. Slowly release, right ankle down your left leg, hands to the ground, they unwind. Hands to blocks if the ground needs to come a little closer, or bend your knees. Nod your head yes, breathe in. And shake your head gently no, breathe out. I like to bend my right knee a lot for this. We're going to crawl hands as far as you can to your right and let your hips lean a little bit to your left. Let your head and neck be heavy. And then crawl your hands all the way to your left and let your hips lean a little bit to your right. And slowly bring yourself back to center. Hands either to the ground or to your blocks. You're going to come onto your tippy toes, open your knees out wide. So you're in like a little half squat with knees wide, toes or ankles still crossed. Maybe play with a crossed ankle crow. Bend your elbows. Hug your elbows in, make a shelf for your knees. Lean forward, look forward to float one or both feet. And it's just a little different with ankles crossed, forces you to engage your core in a different way. Yeah, and as you're ready, back to downward facing dog. Looks great. And find some movement to settle in. So we'll add on just a little bit. Big toes together to touch. Right leg to the sky, breathe in. Open up your hip, bend your knee. You can stay here or flip for wild thing. It's sort of a half back bend. So if you're ready for it, go for it. If not, no big deal. Yes, you guys look great. Press into your feet. Really reach your right arm forward to feel the length through the front side of your body. Maybe some arm circles or wrist circles. Back to down dog splits with control. Right hand comes down, right leg comes up. There you go, breathe in. Exhale, knee to nose, round through your upper back. Inhale, leg to the sky. Exhale, step between your hands. Stay low. One time, sink your hips, breathe in, look forward. Exhale, lift your hips, find a stretch. Inhale, bend your knee, rise to crescent lunge, arms all the way up. And then exhale, cactus your arms, bend your elbows. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, take an open arm twist to your right. Right hand reaches back, left arm reaches forward. Keep squeezing your inner thighs. Continue to keep some of that length through your side body we created in our side stretch. And then bring your right hand to your back leg and lift your left arm to the sky. So it's sort of like a half back bend. Switch arms, Clara. Half twist. Yep. You can stay looking sort of right. You can try looking over your right shoulder, or you can start to reach and look up to the sky so it's a little bit longer through the front side of your body. You choose where you take it. You guys look awesome. Breathe. Find one more inhale. As you exhale, release your hand down inside your foot. Reach your right arm to the sky. Hand can always come to a block. Take a twist. Slide your shoulders out of your ears. Keep lifting your left hip. Drop your right hip back down. One more inhale. Exhale, hand down. Step your left foot up to meet your right. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, relax it all to the ground. Stand tall, arms high, inhale. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Same thing to the other side. Inhale, chair, get low. Exhale, left arm below your right for your eagle arms, and left leg up and over your right for your eagle legs. Bring your knees and elbows in one line. So if knees are turning right, bring them back to center. Good adjustments. And then play with movement. Inhale to lift your elbows, slight back bend. Exhale, elbows toward your knees, round. So kind of that back and forth, like cow and cat. Inhale to lift. Exhale, elbows down. One more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Hold here. Continue to breathe. Engage your core, puff up through your back. And then when you've had enough and as you're ready, hands release down, left ankle slides down your right leg, ankles stay crossed. Bend your knees or bring hands to blocks to make this a little bit more comfortable. Nod your head yes, breathe in. And shake your head no, breathe out. This time crawl your hands to the left to start. Let your hips lean slightly right. I bend my left knee a lot. You can bend either or both. And then take it to the other side. Hands right, hips left. Excellent. Back to center. Hands to the ground or to blocks. Come onto your tippy toes. Open your knees out wide. And you might stay just like that. Or if you want the arm balance, plant your palms, hug your elbows in. Try and get your knees on top of your elbows or triceps. You might have to lift your butt a lot. Hug your knees in to your arms. Look forward, press into your fingers to float one or both feet. Yeah, and then Claire, see if you can get your knees above. Bend your elbows. Yeah, so you're making a shelf here for your knees to rest on your triceps. Yeah, and as you're ready, back to downward facing dog, however you like to get there. Feel free to roll out your wrists. Yep, take a child's pose if you need a break. You've got one more side, and then we'll rest for a moment. Big toes together. Reach your left leg up, breathe in. Exhale, open up your hip, bend your knee, stay or flip for wild thing. If you're flipping, left foot down, left arm reaches forward, big stretch. Really feel the full length through your front body. You can roll your wrist, make some circles into your shoulder with your entire arm, whatever feels good. Extend your leg long, come back to down dog splits. Breathe in. Exhale, big step forward between your hands. Stay low, sink your hips, look forward, breathe in. Exhale, lift your hips, round through your spine, relax your head and neck. Inhale, bend your knee, rise to crescent lunge all the way up. Exhale one time, cactus your arms, relax your shoulders out of your ears. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, open arm twist to your left, left hand back, right arm forward. So it's a lot on your balance too. Try and hug your inner thighs, engage your core. And then slowly drop your back hand to your back leg, front arm to the sky. Find a little bit more stretch, back bending through the front of your body, your right side. Maybe you look left over your left shoulder, or maybe you lift and look up to the sky. Keep breathing. Take one more inhale. Exhale, right hand down to the ground or to a block inside your foot. Reach your left arm to the sky and find a twist toward your leg. So sometimes we like to drop right hip here. See if you can keep your back flat so the twist is more through the middle of your spine. Yes. Find one more inhale. Exhale, release your hand, step your right foot all the way up to meet your left. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, relax down. Spread your feet a little bit wider than hip distance. Reach for opposite elbows and sway gently side to side. So find some movement here. Feel free to bend your knees. Let gravity do some work. Let your head and your neck relax. Yes. So good. Hands down. We're going to take it to Malasana, a squat. You're welcome to sit on a block or your little box or book if you don't have a block. I guess not a water bottle if we said that as an option. Hands to your heart. Use your elbows to press into your knees, knees into your elbows. Breathe into your low back, your hips, your groin, but also feel your spine getting a little bit longer. Open up through your collarbones. Take your arms to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, interlace your fingers. Flip your palms up like we did when we were standing. Take a breath in. And then exhale, hands behind your head, elbows wide. We're going to inhale, lean back into your hands, open up your chest a little more. Exhale, elbows in, round forward. 2 more times. Inhale, open your elbows, lift your heart, your head. Exhale, round. Last one, breathe in. And breathe out. Hands down, crawl your hands forward. Let your head and neck relax between your arms and try and send your bottom back to create some space and length through your spine. The next pose is child's pose. You're welcome to take something in between. You might find your crow with your legs not crossed. Make a little shelf, lean forward. Press into your fingers to float your feet. You might take a vinyasa. Or you might just press back to child's pose and catch up with your breath, reset. Let breath move into your back body once again. Feel a sense of length and expansion. Notice where your mind is. You can come back to the present moment. We'll take a couple more breaths here. Lift to hands and knees, tabletop position. Draw your knees together so they touch. Extend your right leg straight back behind you like you're stamping your foot into a wall. And take your left arm straight out in front, so opposite arm and leg. This is option 1. See if you can engage your core, get a little stronger and steadier through your low back. Option 2, bend your knee, reach back to find your foot with your hand. Kick back. Maybe even look over your left shoulder to challenge your balance. If you have your foot, inhale, release, extend forward and back. Exhale, lower hand and knee down and switch sides. Left leg behind you, right arm out in front, engage your core. So front, back, and sides. Stay, or bend your knee and reach for your foot. Kick back, maybe even look back to challenge your balance over your right shoulder. Release your foot, inhale, extend long. Exhale, lower everything down. Take this to a modified side plank on your right hand and knee. So shift your weight to your right hand, right knee. I like to pivot my left foot off my mat. Sorry, right foot off my mat. Left foot back, left arm to the sky. Yeah, so you're stacking hips and shoulders. Cool, so you can hang out here for a little bit more of a balance challenge. You can lift your left foot off the ground. Yeah, and to take it into a little bit of a back bend, if you're ready and warm enough for this, you're gonna bend your left knee and with your left hand reach back for your foot. And if you've got your foot, 2 options. You can either pull your foot in for more of a quad stretch, foot toward butt, or you can kick back and really press your hips and chest forward for more of a back bend. So you choose where you take it. Long spine, core engaged wherever you are to protect your low back. If you've got your foot, release, inhale, extend. Exhale, lower down and take it directly to the other side. So weight to your left hand and knee. You can pivot your left foot off your mat, right foot back. Yeah, stack hips and shoulders and then maybe lift your right foot off the ground. Hang out there or bend your knee, reach back for your foot. Same options, foot to glute for a little bit more of a quad stretch or kick back for a little bit more of a back bend. And if you are taking more of a back bend variation, feel it through your entire spine. So you're not just dumping into your low back, you're really lifting and lengthening through your upper back, your chest. So good. Release your foot, extend, and then lower, child's pose, press yourself back. Maybe try with your arms wrapped toward your feet and knees together if that sounds nice. Otherwise, whatever variation works for you is great. Lift 2 hands and knees, tabletop position. And take it to a puppy pose, anahatasana, or some people call it heart melting pose. Hands forward, chin or chest toward the ground. So they may not even get close, that's okay. You may be able to drop all the way down. Try and keep your butt above your knees. And send breath where you feel tight. So maybe you feel it underneath your arms or between your shoulder blades. Begin to gently walk your hands back in. Find downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Big toes together to touch. Right leg up, inhale. Exhale, open up your hip, bend your knee. Stay or flip for wild thing. If you flip, you've got 1 breath in to reach forward. Use your exhale to come back to down dog splits. Inhale, right leg long. Exhale, step forward between your hands. One time, like we've been doing, sink your hips, reach your heart forward, inhale. Exhale, lift your hips, find your stretch. You guys got it. Bend your knee, inhale, rise to crescent lunge all the way up. Exhale, cactus, bend your elbows, open your heart. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, open arm twist to your right hand back, left arm forward. Inhale, back hand to your back leg, left arm to the sky. We're gonna exhale to a revolved half moon, left fingertips to the ground or to a block in front of you. Left leg reaches to the wall behind you. You can take your hand to your low back or your right hip and gently even everything out. And then eventually right arm to the sky. And you can stay just like that. If it feels okay on your neck, maybe start to look to your right. And if you want a little bit more, you can bend your back knee and see if you can reach back with your hand to find your foot. You're so close. It's not easy. Falling is great. That means you're playing with your edge. Take one more inhale. We'll release everything down, forward fold, top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, exhale, relax it down. Rise to standing, sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Shift your weight to your left foot, bring your right foot up for tree pose, so to your ankle, your calf, or your thigh. Steady eyes, your drishti, your steady focus or gazing point will really help, as will a strong, steady breath. Palms together at heart center. If you want to grow your branches, reach your arms to the sky. If you'd like to try a mini back bend here, you can take cactus arms or simply lift your heart and start to look a little bit up. Be okay with the wiggles and the wobbles. It's totally cool to fall. Place your hands back together in front of your heart if they're lifted. Release your right foot to the ground and shake it out. Let go of your arms, let go of your legs. Reset. We'll do the exact same thing to the other side. Weight to your right foot. Your left foot will come up for your tree pose, Vrikshasana, ankle, calf, or thigh. And just notice where you're looking, what's happening with your eyes. Notice what your breath is like. Maybe start to reach your arms up, look up, or take it into a little back bend. Bring your hands to your heart if they lifted. Release your left foot down. Let go of your arms, shake it all out. Float your hands to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, hinge forward, flat back. We'll take it to down dog, however you want to get there. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, find your way back. Same thing to the other side, big toes touch. Reach your left leg up, breathe in. Open up your hip, bend your knee, exhale. You can flip for wild thing. One breath in if you flip. Exhale to come back to down dog splits. Leg long. Exhale, big step forward between your hands. Take your inhale to lengthen, look forward. Exhale, lift your hips, find your stretch, left leg straight. Inhale, bend your knee, rise to crescent lunge, arms up. Exhale, cactus, bend your elbows, open up through your heart. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, open arm twist, left hand back, right arm forward. Drop your back hand, inhale, reach your right arm up, create space. Exhale, revolved half moon, right fingertips to the ground or to a block. Right leg reaches straight back behind you and left arm floats to the sky. You might check your low back and hips first, yes. So feel the length before anything else, and then there's a little twist. And then if you want to add a little back bend, you can bend your back knee and try and find your foot with your hand. Inches. So close. There you go. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Find one more inhale. Exhale, forward fold, release it all down to the ground. Spread your feet wide, find ragdoll, reach for opposite elbows, sway side to side. Take a deep breath in through your nose, let it out through your mouth. One more. Release your hands to the ground. Bring your feet back in toward each other so they touch. You might scoot slightly back on your mat too. Yes, you're about middle. Come on to your tippy toes. Drop your bottom to your heels. Squeeze your inner thighs. Get strong through your core. Stack your spine, hands to your heart for a little balance on your toes. And one more breath in. Exhale, release your hands down, bring your knees down, and come to stand on your knees. So you can take them about hip distance apart. You might peek down. You might bring your blocks by your ankles. I like my toes tucked under. I'll turn sideways. My toes tucked under for more support. Some people like the tops of their feet flat. We'll take this into a little camel pose. So it doesn't have to be super deep. More important than anything is that hips stay above knees. So if you find that you're starting to do this, don't go quite as deep. Hands will come to your low back or back pockets. Think of scooping your tailbone under slightly without removing the entire curve in your low back. Hug your elbows in. Lift your heart. This may be plenty. If you feel like you can reach back for your block or for your heel without shifting your weight back, so keep pressing your hips forward, you can think of reaching up, and then one hand finds your block, or your heel, maybe the other. Keep lifting through your heart. Keep pressing your hips forward. And maybe if it feels okay and you can still breathe, you can let your head relax back slightly. Really nice. 2 more full breaths into your entire spine. 1 more. Slowly find your way out. And then take a seat. So you're on your feet, if that's okay, on your feet and ankles. Otherwise, you can bring your block between your feet. Hands to your laps, palms can face up or down. Close your eyes. And just breathe through the length of your spine. So imagine breath moving from your tailbone to the crown of your head, and then exhale, coming back down. Creating space and length, and then regrounding you. You're more than welcome to stay right here, or take 1 more camel pose. If you'd like, set up in the same way. So knees about hip distance. And 70, you can probably bring your knees slightly closer together if that's okay on your low back. Yep. So think of scooping your tailbone under slightly. Keep pressing your hips forward. Yeah, and then feel the back bend, especially through your upper back. So you're not just dumping into your low back. Maybe hand to your ankle, to your block. Maybe you stay hands on your low back. Imagine you're arching over a barrel. So the back bend is through your entire spine. Nice, Clara. That looks really good. Take another breath in. Exhale, slowly find your way out, hands to your low back, and then take it to a child's pose, maybe with your knees together. Something to kind of reset, counter stretch. So all these really deep back bends require that the front side of your body is open. So from the front of your thighs, your belly, your chest, even your shoulders. That's why we did all the poses at the beginning. And some days you just feel more open or less open. So really honor that. Move to a tabletop, hands and knees, breathe in. Exhale to downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop toward your hands. Halfway lift, breathe in. And exhale, fold. Rise to standing, arms float up to the sky. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. So we'll take this in a dancer's pose, but we'll try a revolve dancer. So instead of reaching same hand to foot, you're going to reach the opposite foot, which is going to feel a little funky. I'll walk you through it. It actually is easier to keep your hips even when you're not taking that hand and side back, if that makes any sense. So right hand out like you're holding a tray. You're going to kick your left foot back. It's going to feel weird. And then reach for the outside edge of your left foot. And this may be plenty. Again, we're stretching through the front of our thighs, front of our body. Left arm can reach up. And then if you want to go a little further, as you kick back, begin to reach forward. So you're kicking the same amount as you're reaching. Nice. Both hip bones are facing forward. Spine is really long. It's okay if you fall out. Take 2 more full breaths. And slowly release. Back to standing. Shake out whatever you need. Reset. We'll do the same thing to the other side. So left arm will reach out to your side. Kick your right foot back toward your bottom. Reach down for the outside edge of your foot for this one. Sometimes it's hard to find. Right hand to the sky, and this may already be plenty, stretching through the front of your body. If you want to go further, kick back a lot. So use the strength of your leg to kick to find that stretch through your lower body, and then your arm and chest to reach forward to find a stretch through your upper body. Awesome. One more full breath in. Exhale, release it out, and shake it out, whatever you need. Arms to the sky, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, hands down, and sit yourself down on your bottom, however you want to get there. You've got the option of using your blocks. For Supta Baddha Konasana, you're always welcome to take it without blocks. So soles of the feet together, knees out to the side. I like my blocks the second height long way so that my spine is going to lay on the block. And then the third height to support the base of my head. And ideally the block comes right below where your shoulder blades start, so where your bra strap is. You can also take it this way, right below your shoulder blades. So find what feels most comfortable, or you can always go lower. The way I get into it is I come onto my elbows, kind of lay myself back, and then grab the block with one or both hands and kind of adjust it to the right place. So just set your bra strap. Guys, we'll figure it out. And then slowly lay yourself back onto the block. And you can take the second one to support your head. And you can always take it a little bit lower, arms open out wide. If that feels funky or unbalanced, we're going to take yours out just slightly so the bottom's not totally flat. How's that? Good? Is that okay? Stephanie, is that okay? Cool. Yeah, so opening your chest. So pretty gentle and passive back bend, but same thing, lengthening your spine, opening your chest. Is that good, Clara? Cool. And if the legs feel better stretched out long, you're always welcome to extend your legs. And just take a few breaths here, really expanding through your chest. You're letting gravity open up your pec muscles. Feel your breath move in and out. And it may not be super comfortable, so if you feel like you have to come out of it, please feel free, but we'll try for 3 more full breaths. And then if you can, the trick to come out is to come off the blocks at the same time so you're not swinging side to side. For me, it helps to bend my knees and kind of reach behind knees to roll up, and then you can scoot the blocks to the side. We'll lower all the way down onto your back for a bridge or a supported bridge pose. So your choice, feet walk in. If your knees are pretty healthy, you can touch your heels. Everyone's legs are different lengths, so find what feels okay for you. Press down into your feet. Think of scooping your tailbone under to lift your hips off your mat. And this may be plenty, or again, slide the block underneath your sacrum, low back. Or if you want more through your chest, interlace your fingers. Rock a little side to side to shimmy your shoulder blades a little closer and really open up through the front side of your body. And then imagine that you're pressing more into your heels and drawing your knees forward to lengthen your spine. Send breath to your belly. Send breath to your chest. Take one more inhale. If your hands are interlaced, release and roll down. If you're on a block, you're welcome to stay. Draw the soles of your feet to the outside edges of your mat and let your knees fall in toward each other to support each other. Left hand to your heart, right hand to your belly, and close your eyes. So that may be all the back bending you want to do. You can stay just like that. If you want to take another bridge, you're welcome to go there. If you'd like to take a full wheel, I'll walk you through that. But know that you can totally stay right here on your back. You want to go full wheel? Cool. You don't have to. Yeah, so full wheel, hands will come by your ears, fingers point to your shoulders, hug your elbows in, and press yourself all the way up in one go. Yeah, and then think of looking in the direction that your chest is facing. So press your chest toward the wall that you're looking at. Really nice. Strong arms, strong legs. This is a lot on the wrists. So that may be why it's uncomfortable. A lot on the shoulders. So a lot of us, if we're not open enough, it's too much. Take one more breath in, lift slightly higher wherever you are. Nice, Stephanie. As you're ready, exhale, chin to chest, lower yourself down. Hug your knees in, release your low back. Rock side to side. Take whatever movements feel good to kind of reset, release. Yeah, let your head relax down. Reach your arms out wide in a T and let both knees fall to your right. If you'd rather do some kind of twist with your legs, you're welcome to go there. If it's okay on your neck, you can look to your left. Keep some of the length you created through your side body. So if you feel like your hip is kind of hiking up to your shoulder, yeah, mentally or even physically gently draw it away so to create and keep the space in your left side. Slowly pass through center, let your knees fall all the way to your left. Same thing, you can cross your legs, adjust as you need. Head can look right if that feels okay on your neck. And then slowly draw yourself back to center. We'll find a happy baby as a little counter stretch to the twisting and the back bending. Knees toward your armpits. Feet as if they're stamping to the sky. You might hold on behind your knees. You might hold on to your ankles or to the inside or outside of your feet. And then try and lengthen your low back down. And if it feels right, rock a little bit side to side. Or even straighten out one or both legs. Find a moment of stillness. That could be knees into your chest. That could still be in your happy baby. And notice what else your body's asking for before our final Shavasana. So if there are any last poses, any last little stretches that you like, please take them. And as you do feel ready, extend your legs, set up for a final Shavasana. I like the blocks, especially after a backbending class, underneath my thighs on the lowest level, so kind of between your butt and your knees. And that gives your low back a little bit of a release. And if that doesn't feel good, don't feel like you have to do that. But maybe try it on for size. Lift your heart, snuggle your shoulders down your back a little bit more. Let your palms face up, arms really wide, take up some space. And give yourself permission to just be here for the next few minutes. Absorbing all the benefits of your practice, integrating your breath, your movement, your presence. Allow your breath to get a little bit deeper again. And take any small movements to gently wake up your body. You can stretch your arms over your head, get long. Turn to one side, doesn't matter which. And with your eyes closed, carefully find your way back up to a seat and know that there might be blocks in your way. You can scoot them out. Lengthen your spine, relax your shoulders out of your ears. And take a moment to check in and notice how you feel now. Backbends, even smaller ones like we practiced today, can be very uplifting, awakening, energizing. So maybe feel a sense of that energy, bringing you a little bit higher, a little bit more light and life into your life today. Palms together in front of your heart. And gently bow your head to seal it all in. Namaste. Thanks, guys. Feel okay?
Yeah.
Awesome.